Hi. Quick chat. Uh, Tonight, Christy will be flying to London, finally. But the thing is, I want to say it is, um, actually, we applied the visa around beginning of August, and from the informations for tier 4 student visa, it will take about two like not 2 weeks, I just said 10 days. So after 10 days we still haven't heard of it, any news. So we um, we call the hotline that you have to pay, I think, a pound per minute, something like that. We try, like, you call in to the hotline, long distance hotline, and then they will ask you about your credit card, and we're not able to access. They say they're not accepted out credit card. So lucky Edson is over there and he has the local bank card. We asked him to call the center for us, and he go through the thing and able to talk to someone. And actually back and forth is talking about, it said, oh, okay, it's processing, and we wait and wait and wait and wait. And then around the end of August, it said we shall be like the visa has arranged to mail it off around by the end of August. Then the school finally about beginning of September said they have we have a notification from the school saying the visa will be mailing off to us around by the end of August. And actually the school start on the 2nd, and then but still, before you receive the actual visa, your passport, you can't do anything. You can't book your ticket, you can't do anything because if it's gone missing or whatever. So then around Saturday, no, Friday the 6th, that's mean last week, around 5:15 p.m. we got the email from the Visa Center Hong Kong. I should have some lipsticks. Anyhow, and then they said your visa is ready to be picked up, and the office hours is Monday to Friday, and the pickup time is 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So is that means that I have to wait to Monday, right? Lucky I pay for the courier service, and also luckily Hong Kong works, the postman works 6 days. Okay, so we got it on Saturday, and then we start booking the air ticket. And the visa, suppose I don't know how they do it. I don't really understand. And then the school document said we have to be arriving before the 13th this month. That means give me 1 week time from having, actually less than a week time. If I'm not paying for the courier service, I have to go to pick up the passport around Monday. Then from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, then you have to be the visa we receive will be, it's just a temporary visa. You have to report to the police in London, and then they will give you they check your documents, and then you can apply your, is it BR something. It's headache. And also the other thing is, I'm using my computer to reflect some light. The other thing is, uh, the kids don't have a place to stay yet. Okay. What a stressful month. For this couple months is very stressful. Um, the policy of overseas students, of course, like actually about August, not August, September, June. Christy already start. June, she already start looking for accommodations, but it's like it's all booked, like within your price range. Okay, if you're rich, of course you will not have problem. If we are looking for about like 200 pounds, around 200 pounds a week, is actually it is totally gone. And then anyhow, then Essen willing to stay with Christy, so and then with another friends, so they trying to look for a house to rent, like the break even, so is about 200 actually when you add the electric bills, the water bills, blah blah blah, blah like that, so it's another sum of money. The problem is, if you're overseas student, you will need to pay 6 weeks deposit plus 6 month advance for the rent. 6 month plus 6 week. This is for overseas student. Unless you have a guarantor, okay. So I asked Steve, and he said, okay, right away. Very thanks a lot. But the thing is, it's not that easy to be a guarantor. For guarantor, you have to have your annual the guarantor annual income has to be more than uh, your yearly rent. That means the apartment we are going to, or flat that we are going to rent, the annual rent times 3. Annual rent times 3. The guarantor annual wages has to be the flat annual rent times 3. If I'm able to give that amount of money, actually I may as well just buy a small apartment, right? Crazy. So he's been waiting and waiting, look around for an apartment, and last week he managed to find one, so-called have 3 bedrooms, unfinished. Is about 500 pounds per week, so it's for 3 people, is not too bad. I said like the price difference, I can use it to buy furniture, like minimum furniture. Then he wait until Monday, and then they said, the agent replied he already paid the deposit. You have to pay the deposit, then the agent will talk to the landlord, okay. And then he pay, and then about 500 pounds deposit, enable to contact the landlord, okay. uh, then ask like, I'm okay, I take the offer and see how it goes. And then the counselor said, one of the room considered too small is not a room. So I don't really understand the UK policy. Like in Hong Kong, we for foreigner, student, whatever. Okay, for our policy is everyone is the same. You have to pay 1 month deposit, 2 months in advance. That's it. Everyone is the same. 1 month deposit, 2 months it in advance. Okay. So I don't understand, like, if Hong Kong is not a free country, not a country, is it? A free city. I don't know where can be more free than here. And now, Essence is moving his things from a friend department to his girlfriend department. Not department, apartment. Friend's apartment to the girlfriend apartment for temporary. He's waiting. He has like, I think Monday. He also, like, after the guy said okay, the counselor blah blah blah, then he immediately looked for another place. He's waiting for 3 respond and see how it goes. No, some places don't want to rent to students, some not even to overseas students. Anyhow, it's just his luck, right? uh, yeah, so it's just good luck to them. Hopefully everything went well. Of course, he said, like, can you raise the price to 250? This means 650 a week for 3 persons. I said, like, of course we can pay that amount, but after paying that amount of money for rent, that means you have to cancel all the outs, eating out, because you only have that month, the sum of money. It's not that, like, we're willing to pay, then you can what, you have to learn to, control your spending, because when you start working, this is what you get, and you can only spend within this amount of money. Not just borrow and in advance is not really good habits, right? And last week, no wait, 2 weeks ago, we were able to send Essen to the airport, but um, no friends is allowed. It's not that no friends is allowed, because you need to have, like, we have to go in together with the person who take the flight. Okay, they don't want any more trouble. I understand that. I think is reasonable, right? After all the chaos, it's really terrible. Um, like, because every time when things happened, we have one, two, three, at least 3 TV channel. Um, we watch it live, okay? So we jump around the channel and see it. And one channel is neutral, 2 channel is anti-government, but still, because it's live, okay? Most of the anti-government video is like, they were just like the camera just facing, like, videoing what the police doing, but they never tell you, like, what actually, like, the actually it's not protester anymore, it's writer. They dig the street. They just, I don't understand. You said it's for your own future, the young people, your future, and they're destroying Hong Kong. What kind of concept is it? You can just, like, search on the internet, the economy of Hong Kong the freedom rate of Hong Kong, we are more freedom than the US. We are on the top 10, and US is behind us, 10 level behind us. Especially for the people who has been, oh, I use this one for reflection, the light, you see, right? If you don't have enough lighting, you can use this method. And then uh, I'm very tired to talk about it. Actually, it's very heartbroken when you see those young people breaking the public transport, like the MTR, we call the underground, like the mass transit railway. They broke in the, you have to pay to, to get in, and the ticket machines, they just bank. And if you want to know the details, if you want to know the truth, just follow my my, not Instagram, I don't show that in my Instagram. I shared it on my Facebook. And then one thing is like the kids been brainwashed when the police like arrest the kid, or not, some of it is not kids anymore. Most of it's about 80% is like teenage, like, or early 20s, when it got arrested and sent it to the police station to, you have to put in charge, like questioning, something like that. um, the kids first reaction is like is that like they get ready, like the police hitting them in the police stations. And then the policeman asks him like, what are you doing? He said, are you going to hit me? And then the policeman, of course, like, why do I want to hit you? The policeman already so tired, you know. The last 2 weeks, almost daily, can you imagine? Daily, like they just come out and destroy the street and the fence, the public transport, they put on fire. And then they, like, to like this different district, the city district, we have different district. So they take the mass transit railway, the MTR we call it. They come to these stations, they go, and then they break the things, and then they take the MTR and go to another station and break the things, and they never pay. Okay, they just jump in and jump out. This is not a civilized city anymore, right? The teacher who gives them this message is like, you fight for your future and you destroy the things and do whatever you want. This is called freedom, right? Oh, what kind of teacher is that? Like the teacher didn't tell them like, you have to be responsible, right? And then these kids never help to build any things in the city. From where you born, you only take free educations, and then your parents pay for your things. And then I don't want to mention about the girl things, like, the sex things. It's very dirty. I don't want to mention it. If you want to know more, contact my Facebook. I'll give you more information if you're interested. Okay, what you have seen on the mainstream is not what happening here. Is really terrible, real terrible. Like, and then a lot of kids like that, like, last time I already said, like, Essen not planning to come back after like this year. I said it's fine, like, even though like this year like next year even he's graduate, he he will be only like um, 21 years old. I said it's okay, as long as you can find a job or you continue your studying, it's fine. Okay, we don't expect anything like to be settled in a very, I don't know. But one thing is to be proud of, the efficiency of the cleaning. Okay, if you heard the news like the uh July 21st or whatever, like as long as like last night they've been like breaking the street, digging out, and like it's chaos. Okay, a modern city in a war, can you imagine that? You can only see it in the movie. Okay, but in the next morning, around like they bank and dig and fire on the street, the main street. But the next day around 9, you will not see, like, you can see the of course the bricks being dug in, the like have holes, but the cleaning people doing a very great job. They try to clean up all they can. It's like nothing happened except some holes on it. Like the metal bar from the fence is all gone because break they break it, and they use those metal stick to hit the police. Okay, next time I take some photo or video and show it to you guys. It's just happened like where you used to shop around that close. So because I I'm living in the remote area, no MTR are around my area, so they're not coming to my area because of inconvenience. You see how inconvenient my place is. And what you see, like the people who now they say, oh, a lot of local residents what you call support our blah 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 blah. Actually, it's the same group of people. Okay, they come to this district, and they said like, oh, we are the local residents. Okay, we sing and then we blah 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 blah. And then the next day they go to another district. Actually, they are not the local residents. Some faces I even recognize them from the TV. My asthma. Sorry. I need to see a doctor. So, and then last week they go to, uh, um, to block the airport. And the thing is, so when you go to block the airport, and what is this is, no train is going outbound, like outbound. You can go in but not out. They stop all the outbound, inbound and outbound. Oh, they stop the outbound, and then they block, the police block a lot of things. And all this like rioter, they go in to the airport area to destroy, to set fire, and they don't have buses. All buses been stopped. Of course, like a lot of tourists on, and anyone need to go to the airport has been blocked. It's very inconvenience for them. They don't consider, it's terrible. And then the train is stopped, everything is stopped. So this protester have to walk from the airport to the city, because like all this like is our airport is away from the city area, is on the island, right? And the airport, and then we have living district also near, with together with the airport. They also break the transit things over there. They also set fire over there. It's a mess. So of course the train is also stopped. So they're not able to go, right, to leave, and they have to walk for hours. They say about 4 or 5 hours, so I don't know how like that highway we talk about, like for the speed. If you driving, your driving speed is about 110 and 120 kilometers per hour. It took me about 25 minutes, so it's a good walk. So hope they have some announcements, like they always like send out when, and then they will, attack this area, and then the next day they will attack this area. Also, it's very tiring for the police to, keep everyone safe in the area, things like that. Hopefully everything is gone fine very very soon. Thank you, Steve. That's it. Yeah. I bought some new, not skincare, just color. Maybe my next video when my heart settle first. Is not really sleeping well, you know. It's very angry from watching those things. Like, oh, okay. Thank you. Bye bye.